Welcome to Quick Quirky Commentary, unscripted, unplanned, and at this point, kind of unimpressed. We're still talking about Interview with the Vampire. We're now on to episode 3, and I kind of wonder why I'm still watching it. I watched it at first because I'm a huge fan of Anne Rice's vampires. These are not Anne Rice's vampires. I do like vampires in general. I like to see what they're every format, what changes have been made, what stories happen. But I watched this because of Anne Rice. But these aren't the vampires. They have their names, they have their skins. Maybe the basic storyline, that is up in question. But they're not the vampires. If you want to be nitpicky, let's look at the sequence in this episode. Okay, so Louis and Lestat, are they in a relationship? We're told they are. Do they act like their relationship? No. Is it mentor, protege? Is it lovers? Except for a kiss here and there, they don't act like lovers. There's no chemistry between these characters. And I don't know if that's intentional or not. Because, again, this is from Louis' perspective, and he has a biased representation of Lestat at this time. Or just the writing is quite bland. I mean, I thought it was well written. I'm enjoying the series as a vampire series, but this episode was really, it just was bland. Okay, they're having relationship issues. Louis having addiction issues, we'll call it. He wants blood, he needs it. He doesn't want to kill humans. They try the old eat the evildoer thing, which is a Lestat thing in the books. It doesn't work, so Louis is going to eat pets. Then he gets jealous because Lestat has a relationship with his food. This is the thing that really bugs me about this series. Vampires don't have sex. These vampires can't have sex. Spoilers for the novels. Yeah, okay, they're erect. Go read Queen of the Damned for that description. But they don't have sex. They don't long for sex. They long for blood. They get intimacy and connection through blood sharing, not through sex. And yeah, in Memnoch the Devil, another spoiler, Lestat did go down on a human because she was in her period. It was very much a scene, but that's as sexual as it gets. Yet this episode brought out so much of the sex, so much of the struggle of Louis to connect or disconnect from his previous world, yet here's the issue. How much time has passed? How old are they supposed to be? See, the disconnect here is that either the story is progressing too fast or not fast enough. I mean, the story of Louis' business, that's actually well written and portraying racial differences and prejudices for the time. That's not a bad issue. That I'm enjoying. Well, enjoying is a loose word. But with the family, it's like, oh, we're throwing the siblings back in. We're throwing the mother back in. Was this important at all? Because not really fixated upon. We're fixated upon Louis' business because that seems to be his identity, is his business. And I don't want to go there, but in this episode, he was just angry. He's accepting his vampire nature because he's angry. Yes, I'm not sure how to feel. These are characters I loved, and right now Daniel's still my favorite character, and he's only in it for like 10 seconds in a freaking episode. I'm not going to stop watching, because the hint, the tease of Claudia, is what's keeping me going at this point. Well, and the score is really nice, gotta admit that. But these aren't the vampires I grew up with. These aren't the vampires I fell in love with. I don't want to go to bed with these vampires. Louis tormented, yes. But they're telling his struggle, and I know this is a point because that's what this show is. This show is him, autobiography, talking to Daniel about his history. But as writers, the show's is telling us these things and not seeing it. If they had more close-ups of him struggling to control his bloodlust, or more casual cruelty from the stat. Right now, everything is so disconnected, and I wish it wasn't. I wish I could love this show, and I wish I didn't ramble so much in this video, but this is my honest thoughts and my honest opinions. And at least for a couple more episodes, I'm going to keep watching it because it's so well made, and I think that's what breaks my heart. I can only hope they do better with the Mayfair witches.